going on, everybody? Just want to do a quick review on the first Lite Solitude jacket. I bought this because I wanted it to fit a hole in my system, and that was a insulated, windproof jacket. I didn't have that, so I decided to pick that up. I do generally just run Sika stuff, but only for functionality. I don't necessarily care for camo or anything like that. I'm just looking for what's going to help me get the job done. And so that's why I bought this, to try to fit that hole in my system. So a couple things that I do like about it. Right off the bat, it does fit true to size. The face fabric of it is really nice. It's really nice and quiet. It's pretty durable. I've taken it out on about 3 or 4 hunts already, and it's held up pretty good. So went through like thorns, brushes, all that stuff, and yeah, it's been holding up pretty good. The other thing that I like about it is the removable hood. I think that's really nice. Anytime you can kind of remove a hood, I always try to, just because a lot of the pieces that we wear are they always have hoods or like collars and things like that. And so having the hood removed is pretty nice if you're going to layer over top this. Some people say that's pretty warm, but I think it's okay. What else do I like about it? I do like that. I think the fit and form of it is really nice. It fits you really nice. If you are gonna buy this, definitely buy your exact size. If not, maybe size up a little bit if you want to layer underneath. A couple people are asking if it's kind of bulky or not, and it's not if you're just wearing like a furnace or something like that. But once you start actually packing some layers underneath this, it does get pretty bulky. Packing it in can be kind of difficult because it's not as packable. And I run the Sika incinerator jacket for late season, 30 degrees unless. I'm taking out the Sika incinerator jacket, and this thing packs real nice. But this doesn't pack as nice as the incinerator, and the incinerator is actually warmer. Yeah, so those are a couple things that I like about it. I think overall it's a pretty decent piece, but there are some cons to it. And again, I'm looking for functionality, and I don't really care about anything else besides like a certain piece to help me get the job done, which means like staying out there longer, practicality, things like that. So a couple things that I don't like about it is first and foremost, these pockets on both sides. These pockets are muff style pockets, so when you stick your hand in it looks like a regular pocket, but when you stick your hand in there, it's actually just enough for your hand to go in there. It's circular, so it's, I don't know, I call it like a muff style pocket. I don't remember what they call it, but I think that's kind of impractical. Like, it's a pocket. I want to put things in there besides my hand, and with it having and looking like this, functionality is very limited. You can't put your phone in there. You can't really put your rangefinder, your grunt tube, those sort of things, because the entrance is so small. You can literally only put your hands in there. And then if you do put your phone or whatever in there, you're going to have to really fight it to get it in there, and then you're also going to have to fight it to get it out. So I understand the concept behind it, but I think it's sort of it's overthought. I think, if you just made it simple, it would have been perfectly fine. So as much as they thought about that and they thought that it was probably cool, I don't really think so. I think it's horrible, to be honest. I don't think it's a good idea. If they just had a regular pocket, wouldn't be no problem. If I'm wearing this, I'm already probably wearing gloves. I probably, I don't know, even if I'm not, I think just a regular pocket would be fine. So another thing that I don't really like about it is, so this is nice and quiet, but this piece that goes right behind the zipper I don't know if you can hear that, but it's really loud. It's crinkly. Whereas this is quiet, you know, like, but then that's really crinkly. And I think that's a really bad design. I definitely do not like this. When you're set up really close to bedding areas and, you know, you're trying to put the jacket on, this is crinkling. And it's not the most ideal when you're set up, you know, 60 yards from a bedding area. So I think that's a big downfall to this piece, is how loud this is. Like, I don't understand why they couldn't just make this the same similar windproofing material as this right behind here. But no, you gotta hear this crinkling, which is really annoying. I guess one other thing that I do like about it are the pit zips. It does have pretty nice pit zips, and it goes right into the jacket, the interior of the jacket. Whether you're hiking in or you need to reach another pocket that's inside, you can easily do that by unzipping that. So I think that was pretty cool. The other thing that I don't like about it is the high collar. People talk about it having a high collar. Sure, you could probably just, you know, like fold it over. That's what I do. I usually just fold it over. You know, especially if you're drawing, it's going to impede the anchor of your draw. And, you know, obviously that's no good. I guess having a high collar is not too bad, but if you're a bow hunter, it's going to impede your anchor. So just keep that in mind. I definitely don't like that. You know, I would have liked it to be where, you know, because you could take the hood off, where when you unzip it, you could actually unzip the collar off. I think I would have really liked that idea. So they have it where you just unzip the hood off. But, you know, it would have been really nice if the zipper was down here. And when you unzipped it, you're able to unzip the collar off. Now, I think if it had that, I wouldn't be bothered by it. But I understand the high collar is to help protect wind and all that stuff. But again, if I'm wearing this piece out, if I need to take this out, I'm already wearing a face mask. You know, I'm already finding ways to mitigate me breathing that cold air. So I don't like that for sure. So those are a couple things that I don't like about this piece. You know, I think everyone who buys First Lite, they're always really impressed by everything, and they're kind of fangirling about it. And, oh, you know, it's amazing. It's an amazing piece. And I think for what you pay for it, the sort of features that you get, I think it's okay. I really think it's okay. When you look at it from the standpoint of functionality rather than like the brand hype, I think it's an okay piece. Again, don't like the pockets, like the muff style pockets. Definitely hate that. Hate this loud material, because if you're set up next to bedding areas, too loud. It's really crinkly. Like, you gotta really put that thing on real slow, especially when you zip. The zipper's quiet, but when you zip it up, and then when you go to fold over that collar, you gotta do all that really quietly and really softly. Other than that, it's an okay piece. It's an okay piece. I mean, I think the price is like 300 something bucks for what you pay. I don't know. I think that's kind of steep for what you're getting. I think it's overthought. Muff style pockets, that's kind of overthought. The other pieces, the other jacket, you know, I think it's okay. I think it's okay. I find myself when I, like today, it's 40-some degrees. This morning I went out and hunted. I ended up taking my incinerator jacket and just, you know, layering less underneath because I, you know, it was just packability for my incinerator is just so much better. Like, packing this in, this thing can really break down into a really small, tight package, you know, and I can stuff it into my real tiny backpack, or I can just like clip it on the back and no problem. This thing is really tough to kind of like fold over and make small. Overall, I don't know. You know, like, let me know what you think. I'm not much of a fan about it. I do plan on just keeping it. So I think overall it's an okay piece for what you pay for. Maybe not worth it for me. Again, I am going to keep it for the year, see if maybe my thoughts have changed on it. Maybe I can layer it underneath the Sika incinerator jacket, and it'll be very vital there. Maybe we'll see. Yeah, I don't know. It's an okay piece. It's not all that. So, as you can see, I'm not just hating on First Lite. I do like First Lite. I have First Lite base layers, First Lite hand muff, First Lite face mask. So like I do like First Lite. I do like what some of the products that they put out. But this is my first jacket from First Lite, and like I said, I do generally just run a bunch of Sika stuff, mainly because of functionality. They're waterproofing. Their quiet face fabric, the durable face fabric, all those sorts of things that goes into the technology that kind of goes into it. But I'm not a Sika fangirl either, because there are some pieces that I don't like about Sika and I hate about Sika. So, it all depends. But this piece is okay. If you want to pay 300 some bucks for it, I don't know. I would probably say look somewhere else and see if you find something that's probably going to be a better fit for you. Just a quick recap again: muff style pockets, no go. Loud material behind the zipper, no go. High collar, that's iffy. You can tuck it in, but I don't know. It's a high collar, I guess. I had to tuck in my Sika one too, but it's definitely not as high as that. Packability, it's not that packable. Bulkiness, if you start to layer underneath it, it does get pretty bulky. So keep that in mind. My Sika incinerator, I can layer underneath it, and I still feel perfectly fine. So let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. I think for what you pay for, it's okay. I'm not impressed, and I would probably look elsewhere, to be honest. But yeah, with that said, see you on the next one.